Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Redmist in the house once again. How you doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing great. And we, my friends, are playing some more WWE supercard. Now, as you can see on the screen, guys, we have just gone and pulled a Nia Jax. So that's super good, because not only did we go and pull a Nia Jax, we are closing in on the Alexa Bliss. Now, I did have a little bit of a mishap on the King of the Ring. I left it down to pure luck, and we were basically eliminated in the quarterfinals. So I left it down to luck on the basis of the first game and second game, and as it happens, the guy just has a better diva than I do, and the games fell in his favour. So unfortunately we have been eliminated there, but hey, it doesn't really matter. We're not really trying too hard in the King of the Rings. Let's go ahead and very quickly lock down that Nia Jax, because we've just gone and got her. As you can also see here, guys, we have got tons, and I mean absolutely tons, of SummerSlam cards rocking and rolling right now, but we're not getting those pros, so we're still having a little bit of unlucky times or bad luck when it comes to getting those pros. But I will show you what I have gone and done to make my life a little bit easier in the RTG, because obviously this is Alexa Bliss. Now, we are still at 2 days, 11 hours, 5 minutes and 38 seconds when the Waiting on Network wants to finish up. You can see here that we have at long last gone and pro'd our Big Show, and we have also pro'd our Dean Ambrose. I can't remember if, well, I showed you that we were getting the Elias or the Pro Elias from the last event, but obviously I didn't really go and pro him yet, so we've pro'd him up, we've pro'd up the Big Show and all of that good stuff and things. The Big Show is officially the second best at the moment when it comes to cards, so that's kind of cool. He kind of beats Bobby Roode by like 7 points, and I haven't looked at how much he's lower than Kurt Angle, but it probably wouldn't surprise me if it's like 7 or so when it comes to that as well. Now, this is the trick that I want to show you guys. Now, you can clearly see at the moment, if you look at the screen, my 1 point game is a SummerSlam tier, my 3 point game is a SummerSlam plus tier, and my 5 point game is the man himself, Edward Lastman, which is everyone's, well, one of the YouTubers that most people know about, which is a SummerSlam plus tier. Now, to make this a little bit easier on yourself, what you could do is, I'm going to go ahead and buy a title match right here, just because why not? But what you can do is you can back out of this game, and if you didn't know about this, guys, you can then go back in, and you can see here that the games are going to change, like the lineups are going to change. So what you do here is you just keep on backing out and going back in, and eventually you will get a super lucky turn of events, which is right there. As you can see, a 6 point game is a SummerSlam plus, so that means that we are a SummerSlam plus deck, so we're probably going to be able to defeat this guy. Now, it will come to the point of the you will get to the point of the game where you just physically cannot find a where you cannot find any of the cards that you can beat. So at the moment, I am at the point where I physically cannot find anyone in the +10 zone or the +5 zone where they aren't SummerSlam plus. Now, I could go and fight them, because obviously it would be kind of like a fair up match of how lucky you get with how many pros they've got to how many pros you've got, and so on and so forth. But we're not going to be trying to do that, when the fact that we can do this and go into the +3s and have pretty much a good chance of success. So just a heads up, if you are getting to that point where you're like, oh my god, I cannot win no more 5-point games because this guy's got a better deck than me or something. Just back out a couple of times, and you'll probably find that when you first start going into that zone of not being able to win matches, it will actually give you a couple of people that are in the same sort of boat as yourself, and you'll be able to match up against those guys and maybe get a couple of easier matches just to progress under those 10 points or those 6 points, just that little bit further than what you thought you could. Now, such as myself, I was with my deck. You can rewind the video a little bit and pause it, or I'll go and show you in just a second. With the deck that I'm running, I was able to make it to 100 points into Alexa Bliss before I had to switch down to the 6-point games. And as you can see here, at the moment, I'm still running 6-point games at almost the end of Alexa Bliss. So that's pretty good. But obviously, these games are starting to get much, much harder. I'm running into a lot more SummerSlam cards, a lot more WrestleMania event pros from, like, obviously before SummerSlam tier come out and stuff. And you can see here, we're starting to get little matchups that aren't quite favoured for me, but we should still be able to come away with these points. That's the main thing. Like, we're running game 4 right now, and it's a close one. I'm not gonna lie, it is a close one, but you've also got to remember that if you are gonna lose a game, to save yourself a title match so that obviously you don't lose that title match, you can always force quit the game. So double tap your home button, close the app before you lose the match. That is, keep an eye on what your win to loss count is, and if you know you're going to lose the match, like such as this right here, if I'm going to lose this match, you're going to see what I'm talking about. So as it happens, I'm going to win it, so it's not going to happen, but you could quite easily double tap, close the app down right now, and not only will you keep your bout, you'll also keep your title match, and then you'll instantly be able to just go back into another game and continue basically where you left off. So happy days. Now, I think that leaves me at needing 1 point. There it is, 1 point needed, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to go and pick off these pieces. Now, I wasn't actually going to start recording until right now. Enchantments, there you go. That's the reason why. Because obviously the Alexa, I was going to record getting the Alexa Bliss, cut the video, and then bring you back later on when I was going to pro her. But we went and got that awesome Nia Jax pull. We've obviously leveled up the Apollo Crews as well. So let's just quickly go and put some training into our Nia Jax. We've got a ton of enchantment cards, so let's just go put all them into her. She's already level 47, nice and easy peasy lemon squeezy. And we'll just go in here, but we're gonna declick them just because obviously we do have that Alexa Bliss coming up as well, so that's pretty cool. Now that we've done that, we're going to go jump over here. We've got 6 minutes, so I tell you what we're going to do, guys. We're going to hit this advert. I'll bring you back in just a few seconds when I can find the pause. Okay, welcome back. So, if you haven't checked out Idle Heroes, guys, go check out Idle Heroes. Very fun game. Let me plug in my charger as well, because I've just realised that my phone... Oh my god, everything is falling, guys. I'm breaking everything. Just realised that my phone is actually down on like 8% battery. So we're going to go plug that in. We're going to go here, and then we're just going to go and rock and roll with a nice 1 point game. But we're not going to be playing a SummerSlam Plus for our 1 point game right there. Let's just go hit that one right there. And we shall knock this out of the park, get our Alexa Bliss, make her... Well, obviously we're not going to make her pro right now, because we're going to have to play those games and get her ready to be pro. Now, this could take a little while, because obviously even playing a 1 point game, you are going to suffer. But as I've said before, you can make 1 point games. If you have to play 1 point games, you can see here, like obviously at the moment I'm playing 1 point games, but I'm playing against a SummerSlam Plus. Or sorry, I think it's a SummerSlam, just a SummerSlam, because it's just a red star, so therefore it's just a SummerSlam. If it's a silver star, then it's a SummerSlam Plus, I believe. Sorry, it's a plus. And then if it's a golden star with the little stars underneath it, then it's SummerSlam Plus. So make sure you know what your tier is, whether you're Ultimate tier or whatever the tier is that you're in. Make sure you know what symbols are what caliber of card you can use. So like obviously if you're WrestleMania 33, then you've got like black, silver, and red, I want to say it is, or is it black, gold, and silver? I don't know. Just make sure you know which one is the best of your tier and stuff, and then go for the easier opponents as much as you can, because then that's how you're going to get these easy wins and quickly grind through the events and get the most out of your contracts and stuff. Like, make sure you force quit the game if you are going to lose the game, because then obviously you're not going to lose your bout, and you're also not going to lose your title. So that's always a good thing to do. And that's happy days, good stuff and things to get going on with. But you can see here as well that because I'm playing a SummerSlam 17 tier, because I'm using my SummerSlam 17 deck, I am still losing some games when it comes to 1 point games. They're not guaranteed victories, which is a little bit frustrating. Am I going to win that? I'm going to win that by like 100 points. Hello, baby. Welcome to Roman Reigns, Big Show. But the way that you could get around this is by simply going and using the strategy, which is the green team, which is a very, very old strategy, been working since season 1. You'll probably be able to see tons and tons of videos on YouTube of it. There's also videos within like the last month or maybe 2 months of me doing it. And I've also posted a video like way back in like season 1 of me doing it as well. So just type in like on the little search bar green team if you are struggling on winning 1 point teams. But basically, or 1 point games, it's basically just use all singles of common and uncommon cards. So obviously if you're using the grey team, which is all uncommon, then you obviously just use all uncommon cards, but with the best power level power-ups you've got. If you're using ultimate or uncommon cards, then it's the same principle. You use all uncommons, all males, all divas, all uncommon, and then you use your best possible power-ups. Obviously, the better the power-ups you've got, the better chance you are going to have of winning the games, because they make the game super, super easy, and it's almost a guaranteed victory. But that, my friends, is the Alexa Bliss Happy Days. We're going to go ahead and we're going to screenshot right there. And we're probably going to be using that as the screenshot for the, or the thumbnail, so that's going to be happy days, good stuff and things. We're now going to go ahead and pick all of these and watch it go and give me a title match, because of the fact that we don't need it no more. As always, without fail, it's always the case. But hey, that's okay. We went ahead, we got that Alexa Bliss. I'm happy about that. We're going to start training her up. We're going to start leveling her up. And also, because we got that Nia Jax, that is a really, really good thing over here, because obviously we got the Nia Jax and we've got the Alexa Bliss, so we can go put the Nia Jax in here and we can go put the Alexa Bliss in here as well, when I find her, which is over here. I'm actually going to switch them around, just because I like the left and the right to be switched. Why did that do that? I want to put that like that. There we go. So I like the left on the left and the right on the right, and that's how it is. That's just the way it is. So I'm going to start training these two guys or two girls up, and once we've got her leveled up, I'm going to bring you guys back and I'm going to be proing her. So see you guys very, very soon. Okay, boys and girls, we are back, and I have some exciting news to tell you right now. Now, I actually forgot to, well, I didn't forget to hit record. I decided not to hit record when this happened, actually, and that is just because of the fact of, well, to be honest, I didn't really think that you'd want to see just one single pull. So, I happened to go ahead and pull myself a Cass right here. So we are already leveling him up. We've already managed to get quite a few games on him because we put him straight into the deck. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give him a little bit of training. But that's not all of the exciting news, my friends. We are super, super close to getting our Alexa Bliss fully leveled up and raring to go. So that's going to be absolutely awesome. We might as well go put some training into this guy. We're going to go give him a little bit of each. But that is also going to be another pro for me, which is absolutely amazing. But you can see here that if I click onto this Alexa Bliss, we have one more game that we need to play, and then we will have our fully leveled up, ready to go Alexa Bliss. So this could take 1 second, this could take 20 minutes. Who knows how long it's going to take me to get this one toughness game. Now, I think I've just played something like 15 toughness games. Like 15 games and only got like one toughness. So if the games do start to drag on a fair little bit, I will pause the video again, get that final game, and then we will go and play, or we'll go and pro her. But, you know, it is a little bit disheartening because obviously you don't always get a diva match. And as you can see, there's no toughness match here. What's his name? The Apollo Crews that we got from the event as well. He's pretty much fully leveled up as well, training up these games. Because the thing is, when it comes to playing the games, you can always guarantee that you're going to get yourself a male game, whereas you can't always guarantee that you're going to get a diva game. So, you know, it's a little bit more harder to level up the divas, I guess. But hey, that's just the way it is. Hopefully, we're going to get one more toughness game right now. If I don't get a toughness game in the very next game, I will pause the video because that would be like 3 games. And I don't want to make this video too long because it's already going to be getting fairly long, I think. I think we're going to be moving on to just over 15 minutes or so. Once this next game is played. We also have our Battleground pack to open up as well. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there is a SummerSlam 17 card in there as well. And do you know what? I tell you what, guys, we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to go get that SummerSlam pack first. Before we play our next game, we're going to go and open up that SummerSlam pack. Hopefully, we're going to get ourselves an SummerSlam card, and we're going to get ourselves some good luck going into the final match for the Alexa Bliss. I don't know. Fingers crossed, guys. Everyone, put your fingers on the screen right now to get the card. I don't know. Let's pray for there's no SummerSlam card. Oh my days. That's all. That I'm gonna blame every single one of you. That is all of your faults. We're super close to actually being able to get a pack as well. Our next Battleground. The next Battleground pack will actually be able to give us the Battleground points, because 11,000 Battleground points, we're 650 away from getting that pack right there. We're waiting on the network when the game finally wants to speed up and like let me do some gameplay right here. There we go. So let's try jumping into any random game. One more toughness game, guys. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, eyes crossed. Cross everything you possibly can so that we can get this toughness game for Alexa Bliss. If not, I'm going to pause it and I'm going to bring you guys back again in just a second, because it's going to be quite painful otherwise, because it might, as I say, it could take these 3 games. There it is. Happy days. Now, as I say, you've just seen it's taken me 3 games to get 1 toughness game. Before I went live, it was a lot more painful than that. Now, we are talking quite a few hours down the line right now. I think I'm probably about maybe 4.5, 5 hours, maybe even longer, since I actually got the Alexa Bliss. Now, that's obviously not pure gameplay. I have stopped, I've eaten some food, I've done some stuff and things, so I haven't been playing constantly, but I have been playing a lot, because as you can see, I've managed to completely level up the Alexa Bliss. I can show you the Apollo Crews as well, so you can see here, Apollo Crews has only got 5 more speed that he needs, but the most important one is the Alexa Bliss, who is fully leveled up and ready to go. We need to swap her out of the team, and then we need to go over here and we need to double check. Always double check. So we've got 4 games played over there, all the procs are done, all of the games are charged, or the cards charged, and then we're going to go over here, we're going to check all of these. Beautiful, everything's good, everything's gravy, baby. And now we're going to go and pro that Alexa Bliss. Here we go, baby. My first SummerSlam 17 Diva Pro, baby. And on top of that, it's an event card. So we're going to screenshot that bad boy right there. Absolutely amazing. And we're also going to be going straight over here and starting up a King of the Ring, because we're going to swap out our Carmella right there. We're going to swap in our Alexa Bliss, and this is the team that I'm going to run in the King of the Ring. Now, I have swapped out this lineup. Like, this lineup was something like this, and then down here. So I could keep it like this, but I'm actually going to go for the pure basis of making it so that I've got a really strong tag team of Roman Reigns and the Big Show, having a fairly strong singles lineup with Bobby Roode and Kurt Angle, with the Money in the Bank Dean Ambrose, and then I'm just going to put these 2 here with each other, just because of the fact of why not. There's, yeah, also, the Big Cass can level up on his own inside the King of the Ring, rather than me focusing him, because I don't need to pro him just yet, but he'll be pro'd before the next Ring Domination, which is really, really good. And that's it. So let's start up this King of the Ring. Hopefully we're going to get a good victory here because of having that Alexa Bliss in the team. I'm praying for a victory to get another SummerSlam 17 card and maybe even a pro. And that, my friends, is that. So as I say, we do have that Alexa Bliss pro'd up, looking beautiful and ready to go. Let's just scroll down and find her for the finishing shot. There she is. But as it... Wait, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. But we're just going to end the video there, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I shall see you in the next one. Peace on the streets. Good luck in your RTG as well.